Duterte na wala siyang sasagutin dahil ang articles ay binalik. Hindi po naman ibig sabihin nito na yung articles patay na. May sasagutin pa rin siya. Nandyan yung articles eh. Hindi maaaring i-dismiss na walang paglilitis. Wala yun sa saligang batas. Ang sabi ng saligang batas, litisin at desisyonan.
Dismiss?
It's a bad precedent. It's a terrible precedent. Dahil hindi ito alinsunod sa saligang batas. Ang trabaho...
Good morning, Attorney Odi.
Morning.
Sir, hingi lang po ng reaksyon sa meron po kasing mga bagong alegasyon na galing kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Babasahin ko na lang po.
Sige po.
We all know that, first, the congressmen did not read the articles of impeachment. Second, many of them receive a budget or many in exchange for their signature. Ang context po nito o ang tanong ay parang allegedly sinasabi ni VP Sara Duterte na hindi muna binasa ng 215 lawmakers yung impeachment case bago ito pirmahan. What do you make of this po?
Yan po ay unang-una. Ito pong mga pumirma ng impeachment, ng articles of impeachment. Ito po naman ay mga mambabatas eh. Hindi po ito pipirma nang hindi nila nauunawaan kung anong pinirmahan nila. Especially, it is under oath. Pag under oath, that is under pain of perjury. Hindi naman nila siguro isusulong ang sarili nila sa ganun. So, palagay ko ay, propaganda na lang yan.
Follow up with that, attorney, kasi even with the start of the Good Government Committee hearings nung nauungkat yung anomalya ng confidential funds with the OBP and the DepEd, the PP has shown several allegations to the House. As the spokesperson, would you expect a change of attitude from the BP when it comes to the proper time na humarap na siya sa impeachment trial? Kumbaga, sa halip ng personal allegations, ay sagutin ng direkta yung articles of impeachment mga kaso sa kanya?
Yan lang ho ang paraan para niya depensahan ang articles of impeachment. Sagutin niya. Kung ito pong mga katanungan na ito ay sinagot na ng Vice Presidente during the Quadcom at nanumpa siya, di sana wala tayo dito ngayon. Kung katanggap-tanggap naman yung kanyang paliwanag, siguro wala tayong impeachment ngayon. Hindi po ba? Ang problema, ayaw niya manumpa, ayaw niyang sagutin. Gaya po ng confidential fund. Anong sagot niya? Confidential fund nga, kaya hindi pwedeng pag-usapan. Mali yun eh.
Attorney, last na lang from my end. You said na nga kanina po na parang wala sa konstitusyon. Basically, yung pagmumosyon ng mismong Senator Judge and that Senator De La Rosa himself is acting like a defense counsel. With that po, is it also fair to now state that whatever happened to the Senate sets a bad precedent doon sa 20th Congress na mag-hold ng trial? Kasi parang laging nakabinbin or hanging by a thread yung pagtuloy nito with just one motion pwedeng ma-dismiss.
It's a bad precedent. It's a terrible precedent. Dahil hindi ito alinsunod sa saligang batas. Ang trabaho ng hukom ay litisin at desisyonan ayon sa ebidensya. Hindi maaaring i-dismiss na walang paglilitis. Wala yun sa saligang batas. Ang sabi ng saligang batas, litisin at desisyonan.
Last na lang, sir. Promise.
Promise din ha.
As the spokesperson, do you have a direct message to the senator judges that will hold the BP's trial in the next Congress?
Ang aking pong pakiusap ay maging impartial. Deliver impartial justice nang naaayon sa ebidensya. No personal preferences, no party affiliation influences. Tama na po yun. Kontento na ako doon. Salamat din.
Thank you, Earl. Yanes Capanti from GMA Online.
Morning. Good morning, attorney.
Morning.
Sir, yung about the counsel, the defense counsel of the vice president, is there any legal impediment on the part of the House? That's why it wasn't received, the notice of appearance. May legal impediment po ba? That's why
Hindi ko po na, kasi bago lang ho yan eh. Nangyari yan kailan? Kahapon lang? Hindi ko pa ho nauusisa kung ano talaga ang nangyari. Ngayon, hindi ko alam kung may impediment, kaya hindi tinanggap. Or kung ano ang dahilan kung bakit hindi tinanggap. Kaya po nang nasabi ko kanina, no harm, no foul. Dahil yung service of the entry of judgment was tendered. So as if it was received. Wala hong danyos.
Thank you, sir.
Salamat.
Follow up lang po.
Promise din.
I didn't say promise.
Okay.
Just one follow-up question. Can you just explain? You mentioned a while ago that the House and the Senate, both are continuing bodies, they are constant. Can you just drive the point that why this impeachment trial can cross to the 20th Congress? Because the other camp is always saying, arguing that, you know, the composition of the 19th Congress that endorsed this complaint is not exactly the composition of the 20th Congress.
Gaya po ng nasabi ko kanina, ang institusyon does not expire. Gaya po yan sa collegial body, no? Collegial body meaning judges composed of more than one. Kahit na ho magpalit yung mga hukom doon, hindi naman back to square one yung paglilitis eh. Tuloy-tuloy po yan. Ganon din po ang impeachment court. It doesn't matter what the composition is because the institution survives. It does not expire. It is the legislative function that expires.
Yon ng Senate President, pasok ba sa grave abuse of discretion? And then, Puno said, yan naman po ang pag-aaral, hindi lamang ng PhilConsa. Yan din po ang sinasabi ng mga academicians, mga deans ng colleges of law, mga professors ng constitutional law, at mga iba't ibang commentaries na naririnig natin sa mga nakakaintindi at nakakaalam sa saligang batas. Your take po on this statement?
Ako po ay sumasang-ayon sa sinabi ni Chief Justice Renato Puno. Sapagkat ang mga naging actuation and ruling ni Senate President Chis Escudero as the presiding officer of the impeachment court ay wala ho sa saligang batas yan. Kagaya po ng pag-remand. Hindi po ang pag-remand, ibig sabihin, yung lower court should reconsider. Gaya po na nabanggit ko kanina, wala hong salitang remand sa impeachment. Hindi ho angkop ang remand sa impeachment. Yung remand ay para sa ordinaryong kaso, sa ordinaryong hukuman, but never sa impeachment court.
As a follow-up, Attorney, I think SP Escudero is somewhat dismissive of PhilConsa just because the President is Speaker Romualdez. Your take po.
I agree.
Is that fair? Is that fair?
That's not fair. Because you judge the position based on the merit of what was said. Hindi yung personalidad. Sa palagay nyo ba, si Speaker, iba ho ang posisyon niya, iba ang posisyon, Presidente, Chairman ng PhilConsa. Sa palagay nyo, si Speaker Romualdez ay kayang impluwensyahan ang pag-iisip ni dating Chief Justice Puno? I don't think so. In much the same way that Chief Justice Puno will not and cannot influence the mindset of the Speaker of the House. So, my take is that the argument is based on the merit of the argument, not on the personality. Hindi po personality-based yan. Merit-based.
Another one. Attorney, do you agree with SP Escudero's statement na parang the Senate impeachment court daw has no limit to what they can do,
No?
to what motion they can pursue?
Hindi po. Meron pong limitasyon. Ang limitasyon ay ang ating saligang batas at ang kanilang sariling impeachment rules.